Sure. You put in a bunch of open records. Is that what you're waiting on paper? Like
Basically, 3, 4, 5 of them maybe.
Okay.
It depends how I'm articulating it. Yeah.
Do you have his birthday?
I'll have to go get it.
Okay. So what's your birthday?
So now I have to give you all my information.
Well, he'll get it. No
because
problem.
if anything, I kind of don't want to because I
You
feel
don't
like
have to if you don't want to. He'll get it for me.
Yeah,
But you are being detained right now. Okay.
So I'm being detained right now.
You're being detained, but
So
he's going to come
you
back
can
and
do the formal thing,
just so I can document the fact that you are being told not to go back on those floors.
but is it documented already about body cam?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I
See the thread?
I would think that's good enough. You know?
Absolutely. We very upfront and transparent. When I introduced myself, I told you my name and everything,
Yeah,
right?
Mr.
And where I worked and everything. So I just wanted to be clear as to what I'm doing and what you're doing.
What I would articulate. Yeah, I get it. Sure.
I have nothing to do with what you're doing with the district attorney's office, except that I'm responsible for the security in this building.
Yeah.
And when somebody comes to me and says they don't want you on their floors no more, I have to document it and keep track of it.
And
then
I'm
if
more.
you go back, then we have nothing. Nothing we can do except for arrest you. That's what the law says. So.
But right now I'm being detained for what? Just that's
to give
not.
for criminal trespass warning. So once he gets to your birthday.
But you can only detain someone if they refuse to leave. I'm trying to leave.
Yeah, so I want you.
Right.
The thing is, I want you to know what the ramifications would be. If
I
you come back.
I know
You
there are,
definitely know
but
that.
it can only be done if I'm refusing to leave, and you're kind of implicitly kind of making me not leave. So,
If you want to go right now, you can go.
that's it.
But I want you to make sure you understood it.
Yeah, I know that
before you go.
your communication.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
But,
good. So
yeah.
we're all clear.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
What can we help you with?
I'm looking for Kim Day
What do you need him for?
because he hasn't responded to any of my emails, and he's owed me a records request for like pretty much like 3 months, and Stan Clark owes me one for like 6 months, and he moved, and I've got no records.
So I looked at some of the emails, and it's really nothing. All those emails, there's nothing to do with any of our stuff, anything here. So
I mean, but I'm talking about solely my records request. Because I requested records for, say, 2016 trial case and transcript, or he said he was kind of iffy on the transcript part, but he said he would give me the stuff repeatedly, have him on record telling me, yeah, I'm working on it. And then it came to the point where it's like, dude, like you've been working on it for like 3, 4, 5, 6 months. At some point, you can't just say, "Oh, I'm working on it." Like he's told me, "Oh, there's 4 people ahead of you." That's the last time he told me, like 3 months ago. And I'm like, okay, well.
Let's talk out here. We're in the lobby.
Okay, sure. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting something here. Make sure when.
So we'll find out about the PIA request.
Yeah, well, I mean that's.
But what I'm concerned with is there's emails that you're sending that have nothing to do with anything from our office. It's a whole lot of stuff.
Samantha King is. You're talking about the Samantha King one. Like she works here. She's the chief of major offenders.
Yeah, that case was years ago. That case was disposed of years ago.
Yeah, and then
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the articles from newspaper articles that are attached and a lot of other articles that are attached.
The district attorney's office. They're the ones that prosecute the case. Just because they happen a while with doesn't mean it's not relevant information. But that's not the reason I came here. The reason I came here was for the record request I made with him concerning more directly with him. I'm gonna say that not the Sam Clark one. 1978 trial of John Henry Quinones. Basically, the main thing I was looking for is look. Let's say I need a polygraph test. I need whatever. There's these little things that are missing out of his file, and you probably have them. Like, well, I'll look into it. He gave me vague answers. I've received 0 from him. The only thing I've gotten was a trial transcript that I finally found at the Texas State Library Archives Commission. They found it, and they told me as well, like, this is not supposed to be here. This should be at the trial court because the man is alive. It was a capital case that he was committed to life, sure. But it's a capital case, and it shouldn't be here. So I got it. I got records of it, and no thanks to Mr. Kim Day, whatever his name is. He could have clearly even told me that. He could have said, hey, go out and look over there. He never said a thing that was helpful, just kept obfuscating, making excuses. And I told him, like, hey, so what am I supposed to do? Do you want me to just go to the Attorney General? Because, I kind of feel like I made a mistake by agreeing to the, little provision of, his message is like, hey, I'll give you this stuff, sure, but you're okay with me redacting this and blah, blah, blah. Typical stuff, like, yeah, sure, dude, like, I don't care, that's fine. I'm not looking for confidential information, it's public record. It's like, all right, great. And then, so he's doing that, supposedly, but then because I forego the Attorney General route, I might as well have done that because the Attorney General is 45 days, and he would have ran out of time within 2 months. And this way, he's doing it the long way. It's like, dude, so you want me to, and he said, would you want to cancel your request? You can resend it. It's like, and then I'll start all over, and you're gonna just get another 2 months. But you're close to finishing it supposedly, right? You say you're gonna get to it, yeah. All right, then I'll give you a little more time. And eventually, completely stop answering my emails. Every time I call him, he's either not available or he doesn't answer, or goes straight to voicemail. Whoever I spoke to said, oh, I'm gonna forward it to a supervisor or something like that. That's the last thing I heard. And that's it. I've been cordial. I have not been rude. I have not, I haven't done nothing wrong. It's like, dude, can you give me an answer? You got to give me a response. You can't just keep pushing it off forever. Eventually, you're running out of time. And that's basically, it's 6 months. It's like at some point, and Stan Clark, he did the same thing. He told me 3 months. And then Gavin Day said, oh, well, he was being too generous, really. It could take longer than that. I'm like, all right, it's 6, 7 months already, almost 8. It's like, what excuses do you guys have now? And it's always, well, wait for this, wait for that. Well, you didn't articulate what you wanted correctly. I got plenty. I've got plenty from other people, like the autopsies I got. I've gotten plenty of things from other people, but Mr. Kim Day or Stan Clark, zero, like nothing from the DA's office. Like I know Morales v. Holmes. I know that what you can or cannot keep. I know that you can keep anything in your files. I'm not asking for what's in your file. It's in the trial file. And I've complied completely fully.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah,
Just making sure
I've done
because that lady was coming back.
complaints, I've done everything, I've documented whatever, and then Sean Tier just dismisses it after 6 months. It was Kim Hogg's complaint first, it became his, dismisses it, and then with no real explanation. And the second one, that's what I had a problem, and I responded to her, and I carbon copied the Sylvia Garcia, my congresswoman, because whoever actually, Washington Ashley, she just is telling me, I asked her, so she says it's dismissed. I'm like, okay, but can you provide me like the little paper, the little thing like with the, it has like the stamp on it, the letterhead or whatever, Sean Tier, where it's dismissed, because that's what I got before for the other complaint. It's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about, like that's internal, confidential file, like you're not gonna get that. And I'm like, lady, I said I want the little paperwork thing, like what are you talking about? It's like, I'm not gonna answer, repeatedly answer the same question, stop asking me for the confidential file. It's like, am I talking to a wall? You're just gaslighting me, lady. And I sent her the actual paper of whatever he had sent me, the 1-page dismissal paper. It's like, I'm talking about this, lady, like, I'm not talking about nothing confidential. Why are you trying to put words in my mouth? Like, that's exactly what your guy, whatever his name is, Detective, whatever, Max Williams, same thing. He's just over here like, oh, well, you're doing this, you're doing that. And I'm like, dude, like, all I did was walk in here and ask a few questions. You can just tell me, no, prosecutor can't talk to you. Oh, they declined. All right, then I'll leave. And that's every time I did that, whenever he was like, oh, well, okay, well, I'm going. And he's over here trying to intimidate me. And then before, when I didn't even come talk to him, I didn't bother him, and he finds me outside. And he's like, I'm on the public sidewalk. I came and got records for the 3rd floor. I just got a few files of a criminal complaint. I went down there, and he's running out there without his suit jacket, kind of like this guy, just like in that fashion. And he's over there looking for me, like Eric, what Sanchez, whatever. I was like, what the hell, like, dude, like. And then he's all, come over here. It's like, why would I go inside? You're over here sending me crazy emails, threatening me that you're gonna trespass me for going to the 2nd floor. and now you want me to go back in? Like, that's a trap. What is wrong with you? Like, you don't have any authority over me here in the public, dude. Like, I'm not doing nothing wrong. What did I do wrong? He's like, oh, get over here, blah, blah, blah. And then as soon as one of my friends, I was on the phone, I was like, hey, 'cause I had to be calling him, that's why I didn't record it. I was calling him, I was like, hey, do you see this guy? Come over here and report it, because this dude's freaking out. And then he knew someone was there, and then he kind of stopped himself. He was very close to putting his hands on him. And it's like, dude, like, what do you do? Like, how did he even know it was here?
What did Max Williams look like?
Max Williams is kind of built, kind of short.
Like, he was taller?
Yeah, maybe a little bit taller. Looks like a fucking rock Leslie. I don't know. You know, like he's pretty big. Like he's pretty beefy.
Oh, jacked.
He's pretty jacked, yeah. And but he's short, and usually he's like a detective, so he's usually dressed kind of like that. So he's not a regular officer. I don't know if he carries a gun. I don't remember that part. But he's getting involved, getting my email from the letter, whatever I dropped off to the prosecutor, and
That was on the second floor.
on the second floor, and I gave it a little thing, yeah, because I didn't, yeah, that's from the other time, because I didn't know, technically I was like going to the wrong place, and instead of him telling me, hey, you know what, anything you want to file, go to the third floor and give it to him. He didn't want to tell me that. He was like, oh, you're obfuscating it, and just, you're tampering with the investigation. He's just saying whatever crazy thing, like, dude, it's Article 2.01 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. You have to, in good faith, accept any exculpatory evidence. What I'm showing you is exculpatory. It's like, no, you could be damaging his also. Now you're worried about the defendant, the one that you guys are accusing of aggravated rape, aggravated sexual assault. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, that's not your MO.
So here's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
He is working on it. The problem is he said he's working. There are 3 very old cases that aren't even that are microfished and they're in central records. So he's got them, but he has to redact them. They're being redacted right now. But there's hundreds and hundreds of pages that are being redacted. And he said, I am working on it. And once it's finished, he'll email you and you'll get a link share and you can download.
Yeah, but of course, why not reply to me? Like, you just
Here's
you.
the thing. There's lots and lots and lots of PI requests that come in. Lots. And that's the office that handles them. And they're doing the best they can. But he is working on your request.
And I understand, but the way I see it, like at the very beginning, he always took my phone call. He had no problem answering the phone. Then all of a sudden, 0. Radio silence. So what's one to think? Like, come on.
Okay, so we answered your question then, right?
I mean,
You'll get an email,
that was his
you can
concern.
download it and you'll have everything you need.
Did he say any kind of timeline? 'Cause that's also one question I asked him, like, how long can it take? Oh, I can't tell you that. It's like,
He
Well, we
can't tell
don't
me
have to
that.
tell you.
you can't tell
He's
me,
got 2 finished and he's working on the 3rd.
because, could it be a year? Could it be 2 years? Like 10 years? Like,
It's not gonna be
there's a
2 or
little
10
bit.
years, no.
You get what I mean? Like, at some point, it's like, all right, 6 months. How long have you really been working?
Okay, so we've gotten to this point where he's working on it.
Mhm.
He's on his 3rd one. It's a matter of time before he gets it. It's not gonna be years, he'll be getting it soon, okay?
Okay.
We'll send you the link, you
Yeah,
you
'cause
download it, and we're good to go.
It's for a writ of habeas corpus. It's not just simply for.
I understand that,
Yeah.
okay, so let's just
Okay.
be done with it, okay? Got your answer, right? We're gonna
Yeah,
give you
sure.
what you
I mean,
want
yeah.
and what you need, so we can go.
And I'm gonna say, is there some big issue why all you guys have to be here? I mean, a couple of your guys is fine. Like,
That doesn't matter.
I,
Did we
I,
answer your question?
with all due respect, sir, I think it matters, but yes, you answered my question.
Okay, then let's go. So we
I
can.
mean,
So-
you don't have to like.
so-
argue
No, I'm
like
just
that,
asking you.
So what we're saying is, he's gonna email you and you're gonna link. So there's no reason for you to come up here to any of the DA floors and wait for the
The 3rd
records or
floor,
whatever.
the clerk's office, if you have to file something, you can go there.
I came here because actually the person on the phone told me to come over here. Like, oh, I guess you just come here and go find it. Just ask for him. Like, if you're having trouble reaching him. I mean, I was having trouble reaching him. That's all I came here for, just to see.
Okay,
And,
well-
and I talked to him. Yeah, that's it.
He's working on it. You'll get an email with the link. When he's finished.
And Eric, I'm Max Williams. You weren't talking to Max Williams before.
That wasn't Max Williams?
No, that's Max Williams right there.
Wait.
Come on. See that? What does that say?
I'm sorry. No, it's not.
That's right. You were calling
It's
the
not
wrong
a W.
guy, Max Williams.
But he emailed me. Unless it was you doing it on his behalf. Thank you. See,
Come on.
see, Max. Is
So
money laundering detective? Is that
That's me.
you?
That's me.
But that's
Maybe I
you.
sent you an email. Because you were messing with the attorneys on 2. You were sending stuff to the attorneys on 2. But I want you to understand.
Going down.
Stay here.
Oh, no.
I want you to understand that when coming to this building, right? That if you're not invited to a floor where the attorneys are at, you can go to 3. You can come into the building because it's a public building. You can go to 3 if you're gonna file something with the clerk. But stay off of 4,
With all due
5, 6, and 2.
And with all due respect, I mean, I'm sure a lawyer would disagree with what you're saying.
Well,
You know, if you have general interest, a purpose to come here, there's nothing wrong with coming over here. If you're coming here just to be, creating
no,
chaos or whatever,
I
yeah,
can
sure.
give you a trespass warrant if you go to certain floors, because you have no business on those floors.
So if you, that's you.
So what I'm telling
yeah,
you
yeah.
is if you come back again and we get called,
Have
you will
business.
get the trespass.
But see, you didn't have personal knowledge of any of that, so you're just acting on what that person said. You didn't witness anything, therefore why would you be the one writing it? That's, you know. I think someone would advise against that. No, if whoever's making if he's making the issue with it,
Sir,
then yeah.
hey, I'm Deputy Dooley with the Precinct 1. We're in charge of all security down here. The reason why I'm talking to you is because you've been up there before asking a bunch of stuff and they've answered all your questions, and now you obviously have to leave. But yes, if these gentlemen wanted to tell you that you can't go back to the 5th floor, we could document that, and you couldn't go back. And if you did go back to the 5th floor, you'd be arrested for trespass.
I know how trespass
Oh,
works.
okay,
Yes.
so you're well versed on it, just like I think you are, because you sound very intelligent and everything. I want you to understand what's going on here. Is this something that y'all want? You don't want them on the 5th floor ever again?
The 4th, the 5th, the
It's-
6th, and the 2nd.
It depends if
Or
it's
the
done in
DA's
good
offices
faith.
are at.
It has to be done in good faith. You
So
can't-
I want you to understand what he's telling me is that he doesn't want you on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th, unless you're going to 3 to file
With the clerk.
some kind of clerk thing. So we're going to document that. And
So if I have any other issue, what
so
about?
basically, if they call us in and you're on 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and doing something besides filing on 3, you'll be arrested for Class B criminal trespass. It's a misdemeanor.
I know that.
Okay, so I want you to understand that what we're saying here today.
Okay. And what about when I want to come and file for expunction? But then
It's
I
on the
gotta-
3rd floor, and that
I
would be a
gotta
filing
clarify.
or something. No problem.
I mean,
Yeah,
to be
but
honest, I don't know
official
what's lawful
Eric
for 4th floor
Sanchez.
either. I don't know what's on level 4 either.
Okay, so 4 would be the district attorney's office.
I guess so. Yeah, the little
Attorneys.
the attorney's office. Yeah.
Eric
I've
Sanchez.
never really had any yes, I never had any kind of work business there other than when someone said me, hey, we'll go ask them.
Yeah.
So, but they directed me, so,
So that's,
you know.
so that's probably gonna be easy to comply.
Eric, you put in a bunch of open records. Is that what you're waiting on paper? or something like that?
Basically 3, 4, 5 of them maybe.
Okay.
It depends how I'm articulating it. Yeah.
Do you have his birthday?
I'll have to go get it.
Okay. So what's your birthday, Eric?
So now I have to give you all my information.
Well, he'll get it. No
because
problem.
if anything, I kind of don't want to because I
You
feel
don't
like
have to if you don't want to. He'll
yeah.
get it for me.
Yeah,
But
go
you are
ahead.
being detained right now, okay?
So I'm being detained right
Yeah,
now.
you're
for-
being detained, but
So,
he's
so
gonna come
you
back
can
and
do
give me
the
information.
formal thing,
Just so I can document the fact that you are being told not to go back on those floors.
but is it documented already about body cam?
Oh, sure, yeah, I see it's thread.
I would think that's good enough. You know?
Absolutely. We very upfront and transparent. When I introduced myself, I told you my name and everything,
Yeah,
right?
Mr.
And where I
Arden.
worked and everything. So I just wanted to be clear as to what I'm doing and what you're doing.
What I would articulate, yeah, I get it, sure.
I have nothing to do with what you're doing with the district attorney's office, except that I'm responsible for the security in this building.
Yeah.
And when somebody comes to me and says they don't want you on their floors no more, I have to document it
Yeah.
and keep track of it.
And I'm
then if
more-
you go back, then we have nothing. Nothing we can do except for arrest you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the law says. So
But right now I'm being detained for what? Just, I mean,
to
that's
give
not.
for criminal trespass warning. So once he gets
But,
to your birthday.
but you can only detain someone if they refuse to leave. I'm trying to leave.
Yeah, so I want you.
Right.
The thing is, I want you to know what the ramifications would be. If
I
you
mean,
come back.
I know
Okay,
there
you
are,
definitely know
but
that.
it can only be done if I'm refusing to leave, and you're kind of implicitly kind of making me not leave. So,
If you want to go right now, you can go. But I want you to make sure you understood
Yeah,
everything
I know that,
before you go.
the communication,
Okay.
sure, yeah.
Okay,
But,
good, so we're all clear.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.